Okay, today is an exciting day in that Lyft has announced some upgrades to their app. And what I'm going to do in this video is break down seven upgrades. Upgrades that are designed to make the app easier to use and for us to be able to earn more money. However, I'm going to tell you what I think. This is a review of these upgrades and whether I think they really are of benefit to drivers. So I'm going to break them down one by one and stick around. At the end of the video, I'm going to share with you whether this is going to move me towards driving more for Lyft or keep it about the same or make me drive less for Lyft. So all that and more coming up in this informative Lyft upgrades video. Hey everybody, it's Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy, drinking a little Nespresso on a beautiful Monday morning, 9 a.m. All right, I got a lot to cover, so I'm going to get into it. By way of background, have you heard the expression jaundice eye? That's a medical condition where your eye gets yellow. But when you use it in writing, I learned this back in college. If you look at something with a jaundice eye, it means you look at it with some suspicion, some cynicism. So that's how I'm approaching these upgrades, because in the past, we've seen upgrades from Uber and Lyft that ended up paying us less money. So the upgrades don't necessarily mean they're upgrades for us, the drivers. They're often upgrades for Uber and Lyft. So that's how I'm approaching this. I'm a bit skeptical. So some of these I think are really great, and some of them I'm like, come on, we can do better than this. So let's jump in with numero uno. Okay, number one. Lyft says that they have increased the pay to drivers 10% on short rides and 14% on long rides. So I'm like, well, how are we measuring that? So this is one of the most important upgrades as far as we, the drivers, are concerned, because we want someone to show us the money. That's how we decide who we're going to drive with, right? So here's the details. It says average earnings per ride across US and Canada, comparing January of this year versus May of this year. And this is the part that really throws the whole thing off, including bonuses and tips. So Lyft is not saying that the rides, that what they're paying us for the rides has gone up 10 to 14%. They're saying that what they're paying us for the rides has gone up 10 to 14%, and that includes bonuses, which some people get and some people don't. So how do you know how you're affected? And tips. What does tips have to do with it? Tips is completely based on the driver. So what I would have preferred is for Lyft to say, rides have gone up 10 to 14%, period. Not including bonuses and not including tips. So to me, this is nothing. It means nothing to me because like just this last weekend, let me show you. This is what my screen looked like when under the the specials, the bonuses. And as you can see, I didn't have the the weekend bonus, right? No ride challenge bonus. And I only had one streak bonus for the entire weekend, and it was at 9 o'clock at night, so I couldn't use it. So in my case, I'm not taking advantage of the 10 to 14% because I'm not using any of their bonuses. And then again, tips. What if I had a bad week in tips? So I'm like, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. I mean, if you offered the bonuses consistently, like Uber does, at least in my market to me, that would be different. But like this has just happened this weekend, no bonuses. So showing me that there's an increase, which is your per ride plus bonuses plus tips, it's too vague, too all encompassing, and it doesn't really state an upgrade that I can count on. Number two, the stay within area filter. So this I have written about and I have applauded, say this is really great. This is something Uber does not offer, and this gives you the ability to drop a pin, set your radius from 5 to 30 miles, And then for 3 hours, you're just going to drive within that circle of influence. So this is a winner. I like this. Super useful. Number 3, weekday and weekend ride challenge bonuses. So this is something that Uber also does. The bonuses are now pretty much parceled out between Monday through Thursday, and then there'll be another bonus for the weekend, Friday through Sunday. So this is great. As me, I'm a weekend driver, so I want to have a bonus on the weekend, right? I don't want to have a bonus that's for the whole week when I don't drive 4 to 5 days out of the week. So this is great. Appreciate it. I don't know why you're not offering me the weekend bonuses this last weekend. It doesn't make any sense to me. But it's a great bonus if you happen to get offered it. Number 4, improved scheduled rides selection process. So unlike Uber, which just sends me a notification to tell me there's a reserved ride that I could go and try and claim, Lyft makes you kind of go through this process to see what's available, and then you can pick them. I've never done that, and I don't expect I ever will do that, because when I look at the rides, they're all like under $15. And it hardly seems worth my time to take 15 minutes and then the ride. And the payout just doesn't seem worth it. But let me show you how you do it. So these are just screenshots from my own phone. So in the first screenshot, you can see you just got to slide up there where the, right above where it says Streaks Today. Then where it says See Full Schedule, click there. And then you're going to click on Scheduled Rides. Now, once you do that, it's going to take you to this screen here on the left, which is like a map view. And you can see there's a ton of little scheduled rides, right? And you can use your finger to spread that out to see what's closer to your area. You can also, if you click that little button there at the upper right-hand corner, you can get the list view, right? And I just clicked on one just to kind of see. That wasn't too far from where I live. And you can see it's a $10 ride for 14 minutes of driving time. And you've got to add 15 minutes to that because you have to be online 15 minutes ahead. So if you do the math, that's like a 30-minute ride, 30 minutes of drive time for $10. That's under my $30 threshold, so that is no bueno. So on this particular feature, I got to say, it's a lot of work for a bunch of nothing for me. It's much better for me just to turn on the app, wait a minute or two, and get a ride. And for the times I drive, I can usually get a ride pretty quickly and get right to work. So it's great that it's offered. And if you find it useful, great. Personally, no, I will never go through this process. Okay, number 5, upgraded airport features. All right. So if you happen to be a driver who likes to go and wait for rides at the airport, there are some changes which will impact you, which will give you more information. Here again, I've never been the guy that waits at the airport. It just doesn't make sense to me to wait 10, 15, or 20 minutes for a ride when I can just leave, drive a few minutes, and get a ride and get right back to work, right? But if you are that driver who likes to wait at the airport, let me share with you what Lyft has shared with us. It says, drivers can view anticipated airport wait times, the number of drivers ahead in the airport queue, plus incoming flight information, all to help make it easier to decide if and when to drive to the airport or get in queue. A new benefit only available on the Lyft platform. Drivers in the airport queue can now use their favorite location filters, such as stay within area, arrive on time, or head to destination, to help ensure they get an airport ride that works for their schedule. Finally, we have unlocked additional upgrades and perks for top platinum drivers. Our new pilot program enables eligible drivers to jump ahead in the airport queue every time and to use destination filters at the airport that do not count toward the daily limit. All right, so what I got to say about that is the one thing that does interest me is that I can now use my destination filter at the airport to get rides going towards, say, for example, my home. In the past, when I had the destination filter, I got the notification that the destination filter won't work again until I leave the airport area. So now if someone wants a ride and they're going in my direction, I could get that ping. But as I said, I don't go and wait if I drop somebody off and then I get a ping on my way out, I'll go and pick up that passenger. And now I can determine if I want to use my destination filter to get a passenger only going in my direction. So for this, I say great. And if you're someone who does like to wait at the airport, you're going to get a lot more information. So that's a thumbs up. Number 6, guidance on wait times. So this is a feature that I've had on my app for quite a long time. It looks like this, where you can see 1 to 4 minute wait area, wait in your area. So they basically look at the last hour and tell you how long the average wait time is. So that's a good indication. So I use this information. If I'm in an area that says, less than 5, I'll just pull over and I should be able to get a ride within 5 minutes. So that helps me determine to just stay put. Or if it says it's a lot longer time, then I might drive out and go to another area, head towards another area. So this has been great and very useful. Number 7, quicker access to earning detail. So this is something that I think I will use if you start giving me some bonuses. Lyft, here's what they say. We have also made it easier to see earning details during active driving time. Previously, drivers were unable to track their earnings. This is true. And bonus progress for long stretches of time if giving back-to-back queued rides. Now, drivers can easily track their progress by swiping up in the app when stopped. So I'm excited to get offered a bonus and drive for a few hours, just going queued ride after queued ride. Sometimes I can go 3 or 4 hours without stopping, just having the rides, queued up. And you in the past, you couldn't check to see how much you've made or what your totals are or how you're doing towards your bonus. Now they're saying, and I haven't tried this yet because I just learned about it, but you can swipe up and see exactly where you are in real time. So that, I would say, is really, really good. So what are my key takeaways here? Well, first of all, let's give them a hand. Kudos to Lyft for making some changes to their app in an attempt to make it more user-friendly and beneficial to the drivers. I've indicated which ones I would find useful and which ones I would not find useful. But I still think, Lyft, you're missing the point, which is show me the money. This is what the drivers want. Show us the money. And on your claim about the rides going up, the amount getting paid going up, it doesn't work for me because you're including bonuses and tips. I just don't understand that. So what I would and and the bonuses you're offering, at least to me as a driver in Sacramento, it's very hit and miss. Some weekends I may have 4, 5, 6, 7 streak bonuses during the time that I drive. I may have the ride challenge bonus. This last weekend I didn't. This last weekend I only had 1 streak bonus. And when it's inconsistent like that, I can't trust you. That's the upgrade I would like to see. More consistency with the offerings so that I can rely on you and drive more for you. But again, thank you for providing some upgrades. I'm excited, especially to see that swipe up to see my current stats. And the stay within area filter is awesome, and that is a point of difference. And the main thing that you guys offer, which I really like, Lyft, is the auto accept. And that's just a great feature that Uber doesn't. But Uber is showing me the money, and that's where the drivers are. Show me the money. That's where we're going to decide who we're going to drive with. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you found this informative. You learned about 7 upgrades that are being released as of today. Some you probably already have, and some are coming. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. We'll see what Uber comes up with now in the next month or 2. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. We will give you a video every single day showing you how to make more money in less time. Go out and tell somebody you love them. Be safe out there. This is Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy.